What's good, people? I hope you're all doing amazingly well, just like I am. And yes, if you can't tell already, I am indeed filming on the same day that I filmed my last video. Yep, that is correct. Ain't no shame in it. As you can see via today's title, Decentering Men. So this is the journey that I'm currently on, and that is why I am glowing and I am at inner peace, right? So I'm gonna take it all the way to the beginning and basically talk about the fact that I had been on and off dating apps for about the last 4 or 5 years, right? Cool, on and off them. And I just found that during that time, it allowed for me to meet a lot of flipping weirdos. And not only that, but for whatever reason, although I don't have an addictive personality, I found that once I would create an app, I would be spending a lot of time on those apps, whether it's swiping to the left, swiping to the right, clicking X, creating profiles, reading profiles, starting conversations, it not going anywhere, yada yada. Listen, I did my time. Up until now, I am a firm believer that you can meet the love of your life on a dating app. It just so happens that for me, dating apps allowed for 2 relationships to come out of them, and both relationships were abusive, if I'm being honest with you. They didn't last long. They lasted 5 minutes each. However, that was that. For me, I've just found that in my experience, if I'm just trying to have a little fun, then it's amazing. If I'm looking for somebody that's truly aligned with me, then it's been an unfortunate case of that not happening. I made a video last year saying why I would never use dating apps. Lockdown came and then I went back on my word. But me, I've always been vocal. When I've gone back on my word, I've always stated that, you know what, I've changed my mind, I'm gonna give something another go. Cool. I went on there, didn't last 2 seconds, deleted it, and I vowed to never go back. My weird thing with dating apps was I felt that when I was on them, I just felt very icky and like, oh, why am I on here? Like, these guys are just creeps, can't hold a conversation, they're just weirdos, they're like sexually starved, etc, etc, etc. But then when I'm off the apps, I kind of think to myself, I might be missing out on the love of my life, or maybe the love of my life is on there, also wondering where the hell I'm at. So there was kind of that mental kind of back and forth. However, anytime that I've left, I then feel like freedom, at peace. Any spare time that I have now goes solely to me and not because I'm looking for man. Which essentially, when I look back over the years, I kind of feel like I have spent the last couple of years focused on man. And it's like, listen, are there really anything that you should be focusing on? No. Because the right man, the right person for you is going to be somebody that is going to be very aligned with you, and you guys are going to complement each other's lifestyle. It's just going to be nice, like cool, like a nice cool breeze. You get it? So the long and short of it is this. I think the last kind of encounter that I had with a guy via an app was quite recent. Maybe, I can't remember, but it was quite recent before I recently thought I'm not gonna go on apps anymore. And you know what, he seemed to be a decent guy. I still think he's a decent guy, and we did have a lot of similarities in common, but I just realized that to him, he felt as though he didn't need to wow or make an effort with me because I'm not his girlfriend. And I really don't have time for men that think that because you're not their girlfriend but they're trying to date you, they shouldn't be going all out for you. Because at the end of the day, in my world, if somebody truly wants you, if a man especially wants a woman, he's gonna make his intentions known and he's gonna go the extra miles. So when I can physically see that somebody is not truly putting in the work, I remove myself out of that equation. I've now decided to descend to men. Period. What that means is, that doesn't mean that I hate men. That doesn't mean I'm gonna bash them or cuss them out. No, far from it. I'm not that type of person. I'm not a man basher. That's all very flipping long. It simply means that my world does not evolve around men. If I do get a man, if I don't get a man, it will not be the end of the world. I feel like indirectly, coming from an West African household, I feel like girl children are brought up from young to cater to men. You know, you need to learn how to cook and clean because you will marry one day. You don't want your husband to cheat on you, so you want to make sure that your soup and your stews taste sweet. It's always been kind of embedded into your heads that you can't be too bold, you can't be too ambitious, because that's gonna scare men away, and the main goal of your life as a woman is to marry. So, you know, you've got to tone it down and kind of talk very softly and very feminine like, because if you talk like how I normally talk, you know, you're seen as too masculine and too aggressive and blah 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 blah, and men are not gonna want to date you. Like, everything has always been about how to carry yourself, how to be, so that you can get a man. You need to unlearn some of the things that you were taught. Sometimes some of the things that you were taught, you weren't taught those in malice, but the thing is, it holds you back. It holds you back from being your true, authentic self. I've been worried, I've been concerned as to how I'm going to be perceived. By who? By men. So literally, on this journey of just completely decensoring them, it's literally not giving a fuck. It's literally owning who I am. This is how I talk. This is my thought process. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. My spare time goes towards me. If you happen to be lucky enough to make sense and for me to hang and chill with you, then cool. But everything is on my term. You know, I feel like there was a point in time of my life where I was kind of forgetting that in your life, yeah, you're the main character in your life. Like, you're the star of the show. You are the one that has a say in what can or cannot happen. And I feel like there was a point in my life where that was blurred. That wasn't happening. Do you get what I'm saying? It was like, when he's doing good, oh my gosh, this guy likes me, and now he's like the center of my world. And you know, why hasn't he called me? Why hasn't he texted me? Like, why hasn't he asked me to meet? And all of that. Less of that. I don't have time for that now. I'm a big woman now. I'm grown. And this is why, but this is a completely different video. But I get to a certain point in your life, I feel like I hit 30, yeah, and all fucks that I had were just dropped. I just stopped caring, to be honest. And that's what I mean when I say decentering them. Decentering them is just me focusing on myself, me focusing on my goals and what I want to achieve. One of the biggest things that I wanted to achieve this year was clearing my debt. And because I've been focused on myself, I've managed to do that. I managed to clear off a debt of over 3 grand. I did that right at the start of February. So early in the year, I managed to do that, pat myself on the back. And there's so many things that I want to achieve. And in order for me to achieve that, baby girl, I need to focus on myself and stop focusing on man. I'm just at a point of my life where, as sad as this may sound to some people, if I never did meet somebody that was truly for me, it wouldn't be the end of the world, because I am comfortable in myself. I no longer hold or entertain the belief that a woman is nothing unless she has a man. I am everything. I am somebody. I am worthy. Whatever's for me will be, and it will come. But for now, listen, Winnie's got work to do, honey. So yeah, that's literally what I mean when I say that I am completely decentering them. I feel like we're living in a society where women like myself, maybe as a woman, you may not, you know, always kind of dream and fantasize about marriage and all of that, but society will have you feeling like there's something wrong with you if you may not fantasize about those things. And that's not me saying that, oh, I wouldn't want for that in future. Of course I would. If I met the love of my life, of course I would want to settle down and marry. However, it's not something that I fantasize about. If it did not happen, it would not be the end of the world. But I say all of this just to flipping say, I'm going to live my truth. There are a lot of things that I do not care about when it comes to men, when it comes to dating and whatever it may be. And I'm trying to own that. I'm trying to be vocal. I'm trying to have my voice, and I'm trying to navigate through the world by accepting who I am, unlearning what has been taught to me, unlearning other people's ideologies or other people's expectations of how I should be as a woman. And listen, I'm gonna always be a woman regardless of whether I have a man, whether I don't. What I'm not gonna do is I'm not about to spend my best life, my best years ahead focused on man. I think it's very important, especially if you're watching this and you are a young lady. Yes, you are in your 20s, or you are even a teenager and you're watching this video. Do not spend your years focusing on guys, focusing on why a guy doesn't like you, how to make him like you, cooking and cleaning for a man, and just, you know, just being this person that has nothing to them apart from, I have a man. That's all you can say about yourself. Do better, basically. Decenter men. Focus on yourself, focus on your education, focus on getting your money up, focus on your goals, focus on what you want to achieve in life, focus on living your best life, and everything else that is for you will fall into place. That's the long and short of what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I believe that I've said what I gotta say now. It's time for me to head out. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Till my next one, take care, be good.